Assalamu alaikum everyone. This sample video is recorded to see the quality of the video. Today I am going to discuss about the resistance. These are the contents: introduction to resistance, resistance circular wires, resistance metric units, and temperature effects. This is the definition. Resistance is the opposition to flow of charge, which is due to the collision of free electrons with other electrons in atoms. So resistance is just the opposition to flow of charge. This is because in a conductor there are free electrons which are mobile in nature. When there is no voltage applied, these free electrons move randomly within the conductor. But when you apply a voltage, they start flowing in one direction, and during the moment they collide with each other and with the static atoms within the conductor. So for every material, there is a specific resistivity which determines the resistance of that material. With that resistivity, it determines how electrons uh, conduct through a specific conductor. When a friction causes heat, so does resistance. That is, it converts electrical energy into heat or light. Because of the collision of electrons within the conductor, this results into the friction, and that friction is converted into the heat. Resistance also is a major cause of that phenomena in which within a resistance the frictional effect are produced. Frictional effect produces heat in the conductor, and that converts electrical energy into heat or light. As you see in the phenomena of electric bulb, when you apply a voltage, because of that current flows through the filament, and due to the friction into the filament, the filament starts heating up, and that heat is converted into light. The unit of measurement of resistance is ohms, and the symbol is omega. This is the symbol of the resistance. The resistance of any material with a uniform cross-sectional area. This is the uniform cross-sectional area. Is determined by following four factors. Resistivity of the material, number one. Length of the material, cross-sectional area, and temperature. The resistivity of the material is determined by the material used to form the resistance. Usually, the resistance formed with the carbon composition or with the metal film. So this what the material is used, this material will determine the the resistance of the wire or resistance. The second is length. This is the length of the conductor, the cross-sectional area, and lastly the temperature. Temperature also determines the resistance value. At a specific temperature, the resistance is constant. However, if temperature changes, the resistance changes. Similarly, if the material is changed with the other parameters constant, the resistance will be changed. If length is changed, the resistance will be changed, and if cross-sectional area is varied, the resistance would be varied. At a fixed temperature of 20 degrees centigrade, which is room temperature, the resistance is related with the other three parameters by this relationship. R is equal to rho L over A. Rho is the resistivity, L is the length, and A is the cross-sectional area. So here we can compare these two pieces of wires. For two wires of the same physical size at the same temperature, the higher the resistivity, the more the resistance. So if you compare these two pieces of wires, one is of copper and the other is of iron. The resist if rho resistivity of second wire is higher than the resistivity of first, then the resistance of iron would be higher than the copper. The longer the length of conductor, the more the resistance. So as you can see in the formula, the resistance is directly proportional to the length. So in this case, the resistance of second conductor is higher than the first. Uh, length of second conductor is higher than the first, so resistance would be higher for the second conductor. In this figure, the smaller the area of a conductor, the more the resistance. So in these two piece of wires are of same material. This is of copper material. This is also of copper material. However, the cross-sectional area of second wire is lower than the first. So as the area of cross-section area of first wire is higher, then the resistance of this wire would be lower because the resistance is inversely proportional to the area. Higher the area, lower would be the resistance. The smaller the area of a conductor, the more would be the resistance. In figure D, um, here these two pieces of wires are of same dimensions, same length, same area, and are of same material. Both are of copper, but they are at different temperatures. So if T2 is greater than T1, temperature of second conductor is higher than the first, then the resistance of the second conductor would be higher than the resistance of the first conductor. So higher the temperature of a conductor, the more the resistance. So this statement is only true for PTC, positive temperature coefficient. This PTC is for conductors. For all conductors, if temperature increases, the resistance of the conductor also increases. That indicates the positive temperature coefficient. So for conductors, temperature coefficient is always positive. So for circular wire, the units of the resistivity and the other parameters are for resistivity, the units are circular mil ohms per feet, and for length, units are feet, and for area is measured in circular mils. So what is circular mil? Circular mils is a unit of measurement for the length. So basically, uh, this these units are used for the circular wires. Mostly in our applications, we can see around us most of the conductors are of circular nature, are made circular, just like in power cards and in home wiring and in transmission line, all are of circular shape. So, resistance in circular wires. Note the area of a conductor is measured in circular meters and not in meters square. So area is measured in circular meters. Length is in feet. So area is not measured in feet square, rather in circular meters. So we can compute the area of a circle by this relationship. Area of circle is equal to pi r square. However, the mil is a unit of measurement for length and is related to the inch by this relationship. 1 mil is equal to 1 by thousandths of inch. So 1 mil is a fraction of an inch. So mil is a smaller unit as compared to the inch. So 1000 mils is equal to 1 inch. So usually our wires are made very thin. So unit of measurements is where small unit of measurements are used, and that's why we are using mils. So mil is basically a smaller unit as compared to the inches. So, one mil is equal to 1 by thousandths of inch. So what is area in circular mill? Basically, by definition, a wire with a diameter of 1 mil has an area of one circular mill. As you can see in the figure, this is the cross-sectional view of a long wire having a diameter of 1 mil. If diameter of wire is of 1 mil, then the area, this shaded region, would be equal to one circular mil. We will see later on what is square mill. You can compare square mill with the circular mill. This square is touching the boundary of a circle, so making the dimension of a square is also 1 mil. So this length, this width is 1 mil. This is also 1 mil, and diameter is also 1 mil. So if diameter of this circular region is 1 mil, then area of this shaded region by definition would be equal to 1 circular mil. Thus, for a wire having a diameter of 1 mil, we have area equal to pi d square by 4. Diameter is 1 mil. So 1 mil square is equal to 1 square mil. So 1 square mil is pi by 4 square mil will be equal to 1 circular mil. Or we can say that 1 square mil is equal to 4 by pi circular mil. You can cross multiply it, then it becomes 1 square mil, 4 will go there, pi will go there, 4 by pi circular mil. And for a wire with a diameter of n mils, so if a wire having diameter of n mil, then area would be equal to n square circular mil. So area would be equal to n square circular mil. So in this figure, you can see that if diameter is 2 mils, then area in circular mill will be equal to 4 circular mils. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 circular mils. If it is 3 mils, then area would be equal to 3 square, which is 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 circular mils. The constant resistivity rho is different for every material. Its value is the resistance of a length of wire 1 feet by 1 mil in diameter. So if 1 ohm would be equal to 1 ohm would be equal to a wire having length of 1 feet and area 1 circular mil, uh, and resistivity of that material. Resistivity is defined as A R over L. A is the area in circular mils, R is in ohm, and L is in feet. Circular mil ohm per feet. So the resistivity is different for every material. The value of resistance of a length of 1 feet by 1 mil in diameter measured at 20 degrees centigrade. The unit of measurement for rho can be determined by this relationship. That is circular mil ohm per foot. So this table indicates the resistivity of various materials. These are the materials: silver, copper, gold, and so on. And this is the resistivity measured at 20 degrees centigrade, 9.9, 10.37 for copper, and so on. So copper is the material used for reference. You can compare the resistivity of other materials with reference to the copper. For example, if I compare the resistivity of silver, which is 9.9 as compared to the copper having resistivity of 10.37, so silver has lower resistivity than copper. That means the silver is a good conductor than the copper. So lower the resistance, higher is the conductivity. Lower is the resistivity, higher is the conductivity. So resistivity and conductivity are reciprocal to each other. So I can write as resistivity is inversely proportional to 1 over conductivity. Conductivity. So next time we will see the example. Thanks for today.